If everyone could please take a seat. If everyone could please take a seat, Wayne and Joe. I'm just kidding you. Go on. Do whatever you got to do. Shabbat shalom, everybody. Oh, that was so sloppy. Shabbat shalom, everybody. It is great to see everyone here tonight. We began our Shavuot celebration on Tuesday night, the night before Shavuot actually occurred. And we had about 100 people here studying, learning, and Joel chanted the 10 Commandments for us at the end of the evening. But the best part of Tuesday night was the cheesecake. Always like a good piece of cheesecake on Shavuot. Tonight we're going to continue a little bit with our study of Shavuot, because as we talk about, about Shavuot's essence, we'll also be integrating those ideas into tonight's service. But most importantly of all, is we have a young man who's going to have his bar mitzvah tomorrow morning. By the name of Joshua Cohen. Josh, stand up, take a bow for us. You're going to be great tomorrow, correct? Okay, that's what I wanted to hear. Shavuot, to put it simply, it's the festival that celebrates the giving of the 10 Commandments on Mount Sinai. A midrash, a Jewish teaching, it shares with us. At the giving of the Torah, when God gave the Torah, no bird twittered, no fowl flew, no ox load, none of the Ophanim stirred a wing. The seraphim did not say, holy, holy, holy. The sea did not roar. The creatures spoke not. The whole world was hushed into breathless silence. And the voice went forth, I am Adonai, your God. When God spoke on Mount Sinai, the whole world became silent, so that all creatures might know that there is none beside God. That's from Exodus Rabbah 29:9. So there was a world where everything was silent. And so the rabbis ask, what did we hear? And they give a response within a midrash. And they say that we all heard different things, depending on our capabilities to hear and to understand divine words. So God spoke. We all heard, but we didn't necessarily hear the same things. Most believe that God spoke the 10 Commandments. But according to this midrash, others heard different messages that they needed. And so even tonight, we might hear different things through the words I share with you, through the music Joel sings. You might hear something different than the person next to you. You might interpret something different. But the idea is that if you're feeling something holy or something special, your soul will be lifted. And often what you hear, what you feel, what you think is a message just for you. And so we're going to begin with a song, Hine Ma Tov. And for some of you, it might make you reflect, and for others, it might bring joy into your hearts. Hine Ma Tov, how good it is when we gather together as a community.
הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב, הנה מה טוב, יללי, יללי, לללי, הנה מה טוב, הנה מה טוב. יללי, יללי, לללי, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד.
In many Sephardic Jewish communities, it has become a custom to read the text of a unique ketubah. Ketubah is a Jewish wedding contract. How many of you have seen these? How many of you have signed these? See, a bunch of you know what this is. And the ketubah traditionally speaks about the commitment between a man and a woman, or two people who are coming together in matrimony. But this ketubah is special because it speaks about the love of God, who is written as the groom, well, the love he has for his bride. And in this case, the bride, well, it's us, the people Israel. And so we read in this text that he invites her to his palace and assures her that for her, he forsakes all others. He then promises to betroth her unto eternity. And the bride responds with affection and expresses her willingness to enter the chuppah. She says the words, I shall do and I shall hear. The stipulations of the ketubah are to be as eternally binding according to the Sephardic tradition as the heavens endure. And the groom pledges to fulfill his obligation and to bequeath an eternal inheritance upon his beloved. He presents the Torah as his gift to his bride. And he summons heaven and earth to be witness thereto. And the ketubah concludes with the prayer, may the groom rejoice with the bride, whom he took unto himself for his portion. May the heart of the bride rejoice in the husband of her youth. And may she say in praise of him, happy is the people whose portion is thus. Throughout Jewish mystical tradition, well, we have this coming together of God and of the Jewish people. And this mystical tradition is always talking about a marriage between the two. And in a moment, we're going to sing L'cha Dodi, which gives the exact same imagery as this ketubah by the Sephardic community. But on Shabbat, it is believed that we, the people Israel, come together with God each week. We come together and we have this day of perfection, this day of community, this day of love called Shabbat. So now we welcome the Sabbath bride into our sanctuary. We sing L'cha Dodi. We are on page 138. We'll be doing verses 1, 2, 5, and 9.
L'cha Dodi likra kala, יללי, 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 לשבת נקבלה. L'cha Dodi likra kala, יללי, 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 לשבת נקבלה. שמור וזכור בדיבור אחד, השמיענו אל המיוחד. אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, לשם ולתפארת ולתהילה. l'cha Dodi likra kala, יללי, 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 לשבת נקבלה. l'cha Dodi likra kala, יללי, 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 לשבת נקבלה. לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, כי מקור הברכה מראש מקדם נסוכה. סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה. l'cha Dodi likra kala, יללי, 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 לשבת נקבלה. l'cha לך דודי לקרא כלה, יללי, 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 בשבת נקבלה. התעוררי, התעוררי, כי באורך קומי אורי. אורי, אורי, שיר דברי, כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה. לך דודי לקרא כלה, יללי, 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 בשבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקרא כלה, יללי, 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 בשבת נקבלה. בואי ושלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצוהלה. תוך אמוני עם סגולה, בואי חלה, בואי חלה. לך דודי לקרא כלה, יללי, 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 בשבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקרא כלה, יללי, 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 בשבת נקבלה.
You may be seated. We turn to page 142 for Shalom Aleichem. Shavuot is not just about receiving the Torah, but about receiving it as a community. At Mount Sinai, we stood as one, past, present, and future. We stood as one when this divine revelation occurred. And so each year we come together and ask the age-old question, were you at Mount Sinai? Were you part of revelation, the part of revealing, or the revealing of God's words? And whether you believe you're present or not, the Torah is a gift. In it are stories that help us live lives of charity and goodness. And in it we learn about angels. As we sing Shalom Aleichem, we have to think about all the angels in our Torah. Angels that came with messages, angels that came to talk to Moses and Abraham and Isaac and Jacob and so many others. And tonight, angels will enter our midst and they will bless us. Bless us for a sweet Shabbat. Page 142.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachi Hasharet, Malachi Elyon, Mi Melech Malchi Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem leshalom, Malachi Hashalom, Malachi Elyon, Mi Melech Malchi Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruchuni leshalom, Malachi Hashalom, Malachi Elyon, Mi Melech Malchi Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzechem leshalom, Malachi Hashalom, Malachi Elyon, Mi Melech Malchi Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
And now I'd like to ask Joshua Cohen, tomorrow's bar mitzvah, to bring his family forward for the lighting of our Shabbat candles. Please use the ramps. come all the way over to here. These candles create a gateway through which the Sabbath bride enters our lives. May we all have a peaceful Shabbat. The blessing over the candles.
Lai 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 lai. Ya la lai 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 lai. Ya la lai 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 lai. Lai 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 lai. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher קידשנו במצוותיו וציוונו להדליק נר וציוונו להדליק נר וציוונו להדליק נר של שבת.
It is asked, why were the Ten Commandments not said at the beginning of the Torah? They seem to be key to who we are as Jews, and you would think that the Torah would start by saying, these are the Ten Commandments. They're the most key idea we have within our religion. And so the rabbis give a parable, and they say, to what may this be compared? This delay of giving the Ten Commandments until Exodus chapter 20. And they compare it to the following. A king who entered a province and said to the people, may I be your king? But the people said to him, have you done anything good for us that you should rule over us? What did he do then? He built the city walls for them. He brought in the water supply for them, and he fought their battles. Then when he said to them, may I be your king? They said to him, yes, yes. And so was true of God. God brought the Israelites out of Egypt. God divided the sea. God sent down manna for them to eat. God brought up the well for them, and God brought the quails for them. God fought for them at the battle with Amalek. And then God said to them, I am to be your God. And they said, yes, yes. Each of us has a relationship with Torah and community that has grown as we have grown. And as the world has done good deeds for us, and we have done likewise for the world, so have we come to believe in the holiness of all people. A belief in the holy does not come upon us like an epiphany. It occurs over time. And so we take on belief slowly. Someone comes up to you and says, you must believe in this now. It typically does not happen. Belief is something that grows, just as this midrash speaks about. So think about how holiness has become part of your lives. Think about past holy moments. Think about moments when you have reached out to others or others have reached out to you, and how you've realized the importance of Judaism, of community, of kindness. So we're going to rise right now, if we're able, and we're going to turn to page 146 for the Baruch Hu. But as we pray, let us remember and believe in the power of God, the power of holiness, the power of good deeds, and the power of community. Baruch Hu, page 146.
Lai la 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 la. Lai la 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 la. Lai la 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 la. Lai la 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 la. Lai la 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 la. La 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 la. Baruchu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach. HaMevorach Le'olam va'ed. HaMevorach, HaMevorach Le'olam va'ed.
Please remain standing for the Shema. In the Torah, we read that on the morning of Shavuot, Moses went running through the camp, and he said, "Arise, arise from your sleep. For behold, your God desires to give the Torah to you." And so before we say the Shema, I say to you, arise from your sleep. Arise from your sleep like the Israelites did the morning they were given the Ten Commandments. Arise and be present. Be mindful. Be here. Let us recite the Shema.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed.
There we go. Okay, take two.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך. ושיננתם לפניך, ודיברת בם בשבתך, בביתך ובלכתך בדרך, ושוכבך וחומך, וקשרתם להיות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מיתותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיהם. אני אדוני אלוהיהם, אשר הוצאתיכם מארץ מצרים, להיות להם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיהם.
A big Yasher Koach. Good job. You're going to be that good tomorrow, correct, Josh? We turn to page 158 for the Micha Mocha. There we were in the desert that belonged to no one. And so the question arises, why was the Torah, the Ten Commandments, given there? The rabbis taught that it was given in a place where anyone could come and accept it. No nation could say, because it was given in their land, we will not accept it. And the Israelites, they could not say, it is ours, not yours. And if it had been given in the land of Israel, in whose area? The tribe of Judah or Dan or Issachar? The desert was the start of a new world. There was nothing there. So the people could begin anew using the Torah as their foundation. The desert was an empty canvas upon which the Israelites could create a holy community. And so now we continue with the Michamoka, the song we sang as we entered this new world. Page 158.
Lai la lai lai ya la lai la lai ya lai la lai lai ya la lai la lai lai la lai lai ya la lai la lai lai la lai lai ya la lai la lai mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai mi kamocha נדר בקודש נורא תהילות אוסף אלי לילה לילה ילה לילה 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 ילה לילה 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 ילה לילה מלכותך ראו בניך בוקע ים לפני משה ומרים זה לי ענו ואמרו אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד לילה לילה ילה לילה 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 ילה לילה מי כמוך באלים אדוני מי כמוך נדר בקודש נורא תהילות אוסף אלי לילה לילה ילה לילה 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 ילה לילה 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 ילה לילה.
Let's turn to the middle of page 160. And let's read the English together in the middle of page 160. Grant, O God, that we lie down in peace and raise us up, our guardian, to life renewed. Spread over us the shelter of your peace. Guide us with your good counsel. For your name's sake, be our help. Shield and shelter us beneath the shadows of your wings. Defend us against enemies, illness, war, famine, and sorrow. Distance us from wrongdoing. For you, God, watch over us and deliver us. For you, God, are gracious and merciful. Guard our going and coming to life and to peace evermore. Blessed are you, Adonai, guardian of Israel, whose shelter of peace is spread over us, over all your people Israel, and over Jerusalem.
We'll be singing the third line of the Hashkivenu, which is Ufros Aleinu. Ufros Aleinu Sukat Sukat Shelomecha Ufros Aleinu Sukat Sukat Shelomecha Ufros Aleinu Sukat Sukat
We turn to page 371, the Misha Berach prayer. We say the Misha Berach for those who are ill of mind, body, and spirit. On our Misha Berach list, Jace Abi, Sarah Gabriela Baschaya, Leo Birnbaum, Ellen Chris, Richard Kahn, Hannah Duveen, Susie Ehrenberg, Sherry Geller, Brian Gleason, Mark Goff, Nancy Cantor, Bob Klein, Kitty Coster, David Kramer, Colleen Larson, Jan Laxer, David Avraham Gershon Ben Leah, Steve Lincoln, Rachel Mandel, Lester Mandel, Laura Mitchell, Neil Mitchell, Joshua Marconi, Consuela Pasantes, Debbie Powell, Howard Ryder, Pat Reiner, Brian Rose, Judy Rose, Paula Rosenthal, Gustav Raul, Fred Rutberg, Michael Schulman, Patrick Sims, Fred Solomon, Marta Sonderman, Jeff Stickler, Wendy Tipp, Leah Trachtman, Sharon Vanderslice, Susan Vidal, Arabella White, Lori Wolbeck, and Miriam Zaslavskaya. We also think of those released from captivity, those affected by acts of terrorism, anti-Semitism, and bigotry, those caught in natural and unnatural disasters, those healing from all too frequent gun violence, those who are food deprived, those affected by governmental budget cuts, those who find themselves fighting for our nation's soul, those caught in the middle of warfare, those who are in ICE detention centers, and all those caring for the ill. If you have an additional name for a Misha Berach list, please share it with us now. Misha Berach Avatenu Vimatenu. May the God of our ancestors grant refuah shlema, complete and full healing to all those named this evening and to all those we hold in our hearts. And together we say the singing of Misha Berach.
Misha Berach Avotenu Mekor Haberachah Leimotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Misha Berach Imotenu Mekor Haberachah Lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen.
We turn to page 164 for the Amidah, the standing prayer. If you're able to rise, I ask you to do so at this time. Let us remember to pray as if everything depends on God, but to act as if everything depends on us. We are on page 164.
Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi agi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, ve'Elohei avotenu ve'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, ve'Elohei Leah, האל הגדול, הגיבור והנורא, אל עליון, גומל חסדים טובים, וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה. מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיה הכל אתה, רב להושיע, מוריד הטל, מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיה הכל ברחמים רבים, צומח נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו משני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות ומדומה לך, מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני, מחיה הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני, האל הקדוש.
We continue silently from pages 172 to 180. When you're done with your silent prayer, you may be seated.
יהיו לרצון עם רפי, והגיון ליבי לפניך. יהיו לרצון עם רפי, והגיון ליבי לפניך. אדוני צורי, אדוני צורי, אדוני צורי וגואלי. אדוני צורי, אדוני צורי, אדוני צורי וגואלי. יהי רצון עם רפי והגיון ליבי לפניך יהיו לרצון עם רפי והגיון ליבי לפניך אדוני צורי אדוני צורי אדוני צורי וגואלי אדוני צורי אדוני צורי אדוני צורי וגואלי.
Ancient Jewish lore teaches that God, like a film and TV producer, had an idea God wanted to sell. God had this idea for this thing called the Torah and the Ten Commandments. And so God thought, well, I need a studio that will help me, put this out to everyone. And so God didn't turn to that studio called the Israelites. They were just these guys wandering through the desert. It wasn't God's first choice. So God went to the land of Seir, where they had a nice TV studio. And God approached the Edomites, the descendants of Esau. They were a strong and mighty people who could spread God's ideas far and wide. They actually created YouTube, if you weren't aware of that. And God offered them the Torah with these welcoming words. People of Edom, I bring you a gift, this idea of my holy Torah. Accept it, and you and your children shall be blessed with a meaningful life. And so the Edomites asked, what is written in your Torah? And God replied, one of the ideas is, you shall not murder. And they tissed and said, we don't need that this season. And besides, that goes against everything we know. You see, we, the Edomites, live in a world of conflict and rely on our military strength. How can we accept a teaching that forbids our way of life? No, thank you. That Torah project is not for us. So God was a bit bummed, but God knew there were lots of other studios he could go to. So God moved on. Next stop was Paran, now called Paramount. And God said to the said to the children of Ishmael, who ran Paran, children of Ishmael, accept the Torah which I bring you today, and if you live by its commandments, you will find true blessing. And they asked, what does your Torah ask of us? And God responded, another idea in my Torah is going to be, you shall not steal. Oh, no. That would disrupt our entire system of trade, they replied. We rely heavily on our business practices, and these laws would completely change our way of life. We are sorry, but this Torah idea is not right for us. Now, God was about to go into smiting mode, but instead decided to be patient. So God moved on and approached the inhabitants of Canaan. I don't know which studio that is. I'm making this up as I go. So, Columbia, there we go. So God said to them, I bring you a most precious film idea called the Torah. Embrace it and you will live in harmony upon your land. And the people who worked at Columbia, the Canaanites, spoke up saying, first of all, tell us what ethical boundaries are written in this Torah. And God replied, it is written you shall have honest scales, correct weights, and practice fairness in all things. And those Canaanites answered, we're not ready to accept a system that regulates our marketplace so strictly. This Torah is not for us. Taxes are not for us. Find someone who doesn't understand business as well as us. Finally, after offering the Torah, this idea to the world's film studios, these nations, who are not yet ready to take on its profound moral responsibilities, God turned to the children of Israel. It was God's last choice. It was like going to the CW. Come on, they were just a bunch of ex-slaves wandering around in circles in a very hot desert. And God was a bit over it by now. God had gone everywhere else, and it showed. But God says, I bring you a most precious gift, this idea of the Torah. Embrace it, yada-da, yada-da, yada-da. What do you think? And the Israelites dusted themselves off, and they asked, what lessons does the Torah teach? And God responded simply, well, I think the main idea, the thematic that everyone will leave with is to love the stranger. And hearing these words, the hearts of the Israelites opened. Love that idea. We'll take it. We can sell that. Having just escaped slavery, they understood the importance of empathy, compassion, justice. They welcomed the Torah, eager to step forward as partners with God in creating a more inclusive and loving and holy world. It's not a partnership that is renewed each and every day. It is a partnership that is renewed each and every day. But no day more than Shavuot, no day more than Shabbat, no day more than when we reach out to others to love the strangers. So may we remember the Torah's key teaching each and every day, to love the stranger, because everything else is commentary. Shabbat Shalom. And now I'd like to ask Andy Schauer to come forward as our board member extraordinaire. Is he bringing assistance with him, or is he coming up alone? Do you have the Kiddush cup? Okay.
Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Thank you all for being here this evening, and thank you to Rabbi John and cantorial soloist Joel for a beautiful Shavuot Shabbat service tonight. And thank you as well to tonight's Oneg sponsors, the Cohen family, in honor of Joshua's bar mitzvah. And to Drew and Samantha Bennett in memory of Elisa Bennett. Joshua, want to come up to the bima one more time for us this evening? Yeah! Give him a round of applause. Here he comes. Bar mitzvah boy. Joshua, on behalf of Kol Tikva and the board, you get your very own Kiddush cup for your bar mitzvah tomorrow. Mazel tov, bud. We're so proud of you. We're so happy for you, man. Thank you so much. It's so great to have you as part of our community. Shabbat Shalom, man. Mazel tov. Yay. Woo! Give it up. Yeah. All right. Yes, thanks, bud. Kol Tikva has a lot of events happening, and there's something for everyone. Next up is our annual congregational meeting on Wednesday, May 27th. So this coming week, we will be presenting the new slate of officers for 2026 to 27 and get updates about our budget and exciting next fiscal year. Wine and Cheese starts at 6 o'clock, followed by the meeting at 7 o'clock. If you're a member of the congregation here, please try and attend. Friday, June 12th, is our Tish Shabbat. Join us for services and a traditional Shabbat dinner filled with stories, songs, music, and friendship, and my son aping me. Sign up using the QR code in the Shalom sheet. Save the date for our always fun and kooky Drag Queen Bingo, coming Saturday, June 27th. Also a QR code in the Shalom sheet for that. We have a lot more exciting things happening at Kol Tikva. Watch for our weekly Thursday email blasts about upcoming events and opportunities, or visit our website. Tonight's Tzedakah will be going to the West Valley Food Pantry. Please donate in the Tzedakah box in the social hall or use the QR code in the Shalom sheet. Please join us right after services for Oneg in the social hall. And please, everybody, be safe and vigilant. Remember to take care of yourselves and each other. Shabbat Shalom. Okay, you want to say Shabbat Shalom?
Shabbat Shalom, everybody.
And don't forget to show up next time.
Andy left off the most important Shabbat, which is next Friday. Next Friday is adult B'nai Mitzvah. Josh, you're actually having your bar mitzvah before Andy has his. He's having his on Friday night. We also have Steve and Mark and Joanne. Why don't the four of you stand up for a second? They're going to be leading our service of becoming bar mitzvah. If you want to come and hear them read from the Torah and share words of wisdom next week, be here. They're going to be great. We're only missing one of our 5 students tonight, so thank you all for coming for this Shabbat in preparation of your own bar mitzvah and bat mitzvahs next Friday. We turn to page 598 for the Mourner's Kaddish. Page 598. We begin with those recently departed within our own community. Jamie Armand and Noah Dahan, remembered by Charlotte and Danielle Cohen. Marv Schenken, remembered by the Schenken family. We also hold in our prayers the innocents killed by senseless acts of violence, those that have passed through the floods, fires, and other natural and unnatural disasters, those that are no longer present due to famine, those who die due to lack of vaccination and changes in standardized rational health care, those that have passed due to the consequences of war, and those that have no one but us to say Kaddish for them. We also think of those who died during this season in years past. Marilyn Baum, Elisa Bennett, Shirley Burke, Russell Candela, Al Dolan, Ronald Flesh, Dorothy Gluck, Saul Goldstein, Rose Good, Ingrid Gunther, Rose Hirsch, David Paul Kane, Patricia Kidder, Edward Kozlowski, Herta Lehman, Arlene Lincoln, Jerry Lauderstein, Darrell Lyons, Rose Ruth Mandel, Rhonda Michelson, Arlene Nyberg, Albert Pavlovsky, Sam Sherman, Kenneth Steiklin, Ida Stein, Shirley Tyner, and Alexander Zinger. If you have an additional name for our Kaddish or Yortzeit list, please share it with me now. If you're in the first week of morning Shiva, I please ask you to rise. If you're in the first 30 days of mourning, Shloshim, I ask you to rise. If you're in the first year of mourning, I ask you to please rise. If you're observing a Yortzeit, I ask you to rise. These are the mourners in our midst. We rise to show them our love and our support. We are on page 598 for the Mourner's Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yikadash shmei Rabbah, v'alma divrach yirutei v'yamlech malchutei, v'chayachon v'yamechon v'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, v'agalav yizman kari v'imru. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarak le'olam u'lamei almaya, yitbarak v'yishtabak v'yitba'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shmei dekudsha baruchu, le'la min kol birchata v'shirata, Tushbachata v'nechemata, Damiran be'alma v'imru. Yehei shlama rabba min shmaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu yaseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru. Amen. May the one who makes peace on high grant peace to all who mourn, to all Israel, and to all humankind. And together we say, put down your books, put your arms around the people next to you. If you do not know them, introduce yourself first.
Ose shalom b'romav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Ose shalom b'romav, hu yaseh Shalom Aleinu. Ose Shalom Bimromav, Hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael.
Joshua, can I have you stand right in front of me, holding up this Kiddush cup? Why don't you have your family come and stand on either side of you? Come and join us. I want everyone to hold up their imaginary Kiddush cups, fill them with grape juice or wine or schnapps, whatever you like, and hold them high. And we'll do a short Kiddush tonight. Here we go.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen l'chaim.
And now I want everyone to come forward. Josh is going to hold our challah. Come forward and put your hand on the shoulder of the person in front of you. So we are all connected as one community, connected to one another, and of course connected to challah. And once we are all connected, come on forward. And we're almost all connected. Thank you all for coming out on a 3-day weekend. I'm impressed. Let's point at that challah and go yummy, yum, yum.
Yum yum yum.
And here we go.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz b'tei avot.
Give someone a hug, give him a kiss, wish him Shabbat Shalom, and then come get some challah from Josh. He's going to be holding this. As everyone else eats, he's got to watch.
Shabbat Shalom, hey Shabbat Shalom, hey Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, hey Shabbat Shalom, hey Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, hey Shabbat Shalom, hey Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, hey Shabbat Shalom, hey Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Evenu Shalom Alechem, Evenu Shalom Alechem, Evenu Shalom Alechem, Evenu Shalom, Shalom, Shalom Alechem.